DFW 591. What we're going to do is a military ceremony. It's called the Missing Man Honors Table Ceremony. And this is very significant to the moral standard that this country exists on. We started to identify missing personnel back in World War I. We still have 3,500 people missing. From World War II, we have 78,000. From Korea, we have about 8,000. Right now from Vietnam, we have about 1,642, 25 or 26 from Connecticut. We have someone who was returned to their family, so that's what Connecticut has. But and we have 40 from the Gulf War, and right now we do have a POW. His name is Bo Bergdahl, and he's been held since 2009 in Afghanistan. So not only does this ceremony have significance, it really represents what we stand for as a nation.
There is a lot of significance to this. Having been in the armed forces, my basic training platoon out of Fort Dix, there was 47 of us, and only like 11 of us had a specialty MOS. The rest of the guys were infantry, and to my great amazement and sorrow, I found out several years later that not one of them returned. They never made their 21st birthdays. Those who have served and those currently serving in the military are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and internment. Before we begin our activities this evening, we will pause to recognize our POWs and our MIAs. We call attention to the small table, which occupies a place of dignity and honor near the head table. It is set for one, symbolizing the fact that members of our military are missing from our ranks. They are referred to as POWs and MIAs. We call them comrades. They are unable to be with us, their loved ones and families tonight. So we join together to pray our humble tribute to them, to bear witness to their continued absence. This table set for one is small, symbolizing the frugality of one prisoner, along against his or her suppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The single red rose in the vase signifies the blood that many have shed and sacrificed to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose also reminds us of family and friends of our missing comrades who keep the faith while awaiting their return. The yellow ribbon on the vase represents the yellow ribbons worn on the lapels of thousands who demand with unyielding determination a proper accounting of our comrades who are not among us tonight. The slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless fallen tears of families as they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us tonight. The chair is empty. They are not here. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors to the open arms of a grateful nation. Let us pray to the Supreme Commander that all of our comrades will soon be back within our ranks. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifices. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families.